Hey everyone, so in this video we're going to quickly set up Quixel Bridge to work with Unreal Engine 4. And if you've never used Quixel Bridge, it's great for getting access to all of those free Megascan assets. And by free, I mean it's only free if you're actually using them in Unreal Engine 4. I've done this setup before in previous videos, but I wanted to make a separate video doing it because for any future videos I do, I don't want to have to keep showing how to install this over and over again. Instead, I'll just have this one video that I can refer people to in order to install Bridge and access the Megascan assets. If you go to the marketplace here, you can look up the Megascans here and download them. But the problem with this is that this downloads the whole entire pack. And some of these packs are like 20 gigabytes, which is just way too much for me. I don't want to spend 2 hours or 3 hours downloading an entire pack when I only need like this tree, for example. So that's why I don't like downloading Megascans from the marketplace. Instead, I like using Quixel Bridge because I can just choose one rock, import it into my project, and that's it. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's download for free. Now, once it's done, I'm going to just install it. And once it's installed, it's going to pop up this window. And what you want to do is you want to sign in. So you click sign in, and then you're going to sign in with your Epic Games account right here. So just click the button here. And then this window pops up and you can sign in with Epic Games. Okay, now I have signed in. So now what we're going to do, we got to install the plugin to Unreal Engine 4. So this is actually a new collection that just came out today. So what we can do here, let's just like grab one of these rocks. I'll just grab this one. And now what I want to do though is I want to click this gear and I want to go to export settings. And now what we got to do is we have this export target. This is obviously Unreal Engine for us. And then the engine version, you can select whatever engine you're using, right? I'm using 4.26. And then now we have to browse to our plugin folder for the actual engine. So for me, I'm going to go to, my Unreal Engine folder here. So here's 4.26. And then we go to engine and then plugins. And then this is the folder, right? So just hit select folder. And then now we click install plugin. Okay, so now it says installed. And now if I come to the plugins folder here in Windows Explorer, you can see the Megascans plugin right here. And then now I'm going to open up a project. So this is just the basic third person level. Now up here you can see it has this Megascans button. So that means the plugin got activated automatically. If I go to plugins here, search for Megascans and you can see it's enabled automatically. And it's the link for Quixel Bridge. So now let's go to the root here. I'm just going to start over. Let's say you're looking for like a rock, right? Or like a plant, 3D plant. Let's just go with the rock here. Or maybe we want this stool. So I'm just going to click the stool. I'm going to do 2K resolution because that's just all I want. And then I click download. So it's going to download it. It's actually downloading it to the computer somewhere. Can't remember exactly where. And then when I click export, and then because this engine is open in the background, this project, it automatically installed it to this project. So I can come back here and it creates this Megascans folder. Pretty sure it's this one here. I've installed other assets before, but yeah, you can see wooden stool. Here it is. Just save everything. And then I open it and there's our wooden stool. So it's a really easy way to import assets. And now I can just take this stool, put it in the world. And there we go. So just a really quick way to get assets into the engine from Quixel Bridge. And something else, I noticed it doesn't have collision. So this is actually a common issue with the Quixel assets. You'll want to come into the actual mesh itself. And you might want to mess with the LODs as well. You can edit the LODs here if you want. So click this custom and then you can see each LOD. Like LOD 0, I have to be like right next to it. And then right here, I'm already in LOD 2. I don't really like that. So down here, I'm going to set number of LODs to 1, apply. This gets rid of all the LODs. But this is too much for one mesh. We're at 17,000 triangles. Like that's just too much for one LOD. So let's add in 4. I'm going to turn off auto compute. Oops, go back to 4 again. And now I'm going to apply. I'll let the engine create its own LODs. But now we have to set up the distances here. So make sure you check custom. LOD 0, this is the highest quality mesh. So we want that at 1.0. Now LOD 1, maybe do like 0.5. So here's high quality, here's LOD1, LOD2 maybe like 0.15, and then LOD3 0.05, something like that. So here's LOD3, here's like the farthest, this is like the lowest quality mesh when we're this far away. And then when we're here, we're at the LOD2, now we're at LOD1, and then LOD0. So the transitioning is a lot better in my opinion when you do this. I'm just gonna save it. And then now for the collision, so it says block all, but we actually need to go to collision, simple collision. It doesn't have any collision. So now you can make your own collision if you want. You can just keep adding, boxes here, scale them for each like stool or whatever. If you want to be like super accurate, or just add a box and just do something like that. The issue with this though is that if you're doing like a shooter, people will not be able to shoot through the stool here. But yeah, if you're doing like a shooter and you want people to be able to shoot through the stool, then you're going to want to get more specific with your collision and start setting it up like this, right? You do that for each leg. But the cool thing is you can just hold down Alt and start duplicating collision volumes. Okay, so the Alt key really helps when you're building collision for your meshes. And there we go, something like that. So I'm going to save it. And now when we play, I should have collision. Okay, yeah, see I'm bouncing into it now. I can jump on it. But I set it up in a way where the player could actually shoot bullets through the stool here. This kind of turned into a collision tutorial. You can go up to lit here and change it to player collision, and now you can see the stool. But that's an issue with Megascan assets, is that the collision won't be set up correctly a lot of times. So let's just say I install this rock here. Just going to download it. Now I export, and in the background you can see the engine updating with it. And there we go. It took about 10 seconds to install. So let's open up this cliff. You can see it's pretty big, and we got an issue with the lighting here. But anyway, I just wanted to show you the collision. So we go to simple collision. It doesn't have collision. So if I put this in the world, the player is going to be able to walk through it. And simply adding boxes and stuff here isn't enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this convex decomposition tab. I'm going to hit apply. And it creates a very basic collision here. And this is okay if you're using these as like walls and stuff like that. But if you really want super accurate collision, you're going to have to use what's called use complex collision as simple. But this comes with a cost as well. So don't use this unless you really feel like you have to. But now I can drag this in the world. And this is a massive asset. Okay, this thing's huge, which is cool. You can use this for like backgrounds and stuff like this. So you won't really need complex collision for something like this. But now when we play, it's using complex collision. So the collision is just like perfectly accurate. But again, you don't want to use complex collision too often. If you can, always use the simple collision. That's a pretty cool asset. It's really big. This is great for like background cliffs and stuff like that. But you can see here in the world, I'm not getting that lighting issue that you see here. It looks fine here. So not going to worry about it. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for the video. I just wanted to make this video nice and short, but then I got carried away with collision. But I feel like that's important too, knowing how to set up the collision for the assets, or else they're kind of pointless. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Hope this helps you out. And we will be using Quixel Bridge in my next video tutorial. We're going to be making a really cool scene. So I will see you then.